Thumb is for space. You know how I hit spacebar? Always have. With this part of my hand. It's very natural for me now, though. I don't even notice it. Like, I use the bottom right of my palm to hit spacebar. It's just chill. Spacebar. Don't even notice it. It's probably so weird for you guys, though, huh? Does Blood Fury really apply to a rogue? Heard it works better on warriors than rogues. Why is that? No, it should be the same. It's just melee attack power, right? Should be 100% the same. Thank you, Lamuni. Appreciate it. Is this a confirmed blessed run? As of yesterday, getting that outlaw saber, I would say yes, man. Are we going from AOC to feral cats? What is this negativity Wednesday? Yeah, true. I hear it. Strangle kill. Dude, I'm literally dying trying to envision playing WoW like that. What's so weird about it for you? I mean, as a righty, you probably can't even imagine controlling the character with the left hand. Will dual-wield arms be better than my executioner sword? It depends what kind of one-handers you have, man. You're saying for leveling, right? So, I would say if you have, some really nice one-handers, I mean, yeah, I honestly, at this point, let me know if there's any warrior mains in the chat, let me know what you think. I do think, like, the kind of try-hard, best way to level a warrior would probably be to have the dual-wield, and then switch to a two-hander for overpower procs. Right? You get more overpowers. Assuming you could get some decent weapons, it seems better, and it doesn't really take much skin off your back to do it, because you'd be dual wielding to get more overpower procs, then your overpower crits and does massive damage. We're also living in a world with melee leeway and stuff, so it's less appealing to to kite with Esky and do hamstring kiting. So it just kind of depends what you have. What add-ons are you using to make your gaming experience more immersive other than Action Cam? Brett, I have a video on my YouTube channel that shows all the add-ons I'm using. There's a couple in there like immersion, stuff like that. I think it's better to level Fury to 40 than go arms. Much better to go two-hand the whole way. I hear ya. I mean, the main concern, right, is weapon progression. Like, how are you going to keep your weapons up to date for both one-handers and a two-hander? But I would say, if you run into a situation where you get really good one-handers and you still have a good two-hander as well, especially, honestly, so, for example, you know those white fist weapons in Orgrimmar, right? They're fast. And for Rogue, they're not as good as they are for Warrior, because for Rogue, you have Sinister Strike. You have special damage attacks, right? So you want your Sinister Strikes to hit harder. That's why you want to have higher top end and slower weapon. But for Warrior, it doesn't really matter. You don't really have an on-demand damage special attack. You just have Sunder. Why are you spamming Nice Scan, dude? What's wrong with you? Take a lap. So you don't really have a special attack like a Sinister Strike. So I feel like getting a fast main-handed fist weapon at 20 and 30, you can get those white fist weapons. They're pretty good. Like at hardcore, especially. So you can just use those. They're right there in the city. You get them every single time, and then you can swap to a two-hander that you have. I think it's pretty good. Dependence on Ren, but that doesn't matter. Ren is just a static amount of damage. It doesn't matter, if you have a fast or a slow weapon. I suck at those melee glasses, man. More power to me. I'll try one day. Hell yeah. Do you know how much Wolfear harness is worth? I have no idea what that is. Wolf head? The wolf head helm for a druid or what? Heroic Strike, but Heroic Strike just adds flat damage, right? On top of your swing. So if you swing for 20 and Heroic Strike adds 15, you hit for 35, right? So Sinister, I don't think it. What does Sinister do again? Let me read it. It causes 15 weapon damage in addition to your normal weapon damage. So yeah, the reason why it's good is that it's in addition to your normal weapon damage. So this is not like, this doesn't queue up like a heroic strike. This is its own individual strike that deals full weapon damage. Heroic strike queues up with your next attack. So I don't know, man. There's a lot that you can use like those fist weapons at 20 and 30 on warrior and be like really, really good. Sinister is better than heroic strike? Oh, for sure. I'm just saying, like, when it comes to leveling a warrior, right? You can use those fast fist weapons. You don't need to have a slow main hand. Heroic strike doesn't generate rage. You're correct. If anything, there's an opportunity cost heroic strike too, in addition to just because it doesn't generate any rage and it takes rage. Absolutely. I'm saying I think those fist weapons at 20 and 30, the claws that we use at 20, and then there's another pair at 30 that do like 17 point something DPS each. I think they're really good on warrior. Yeah. He wants 2 slow weapons for Whirlwind, though. Yeah, Whirlwind is definitely a game changer for sure. Also, you know why having a slower weapon, like once you get up there a little bit more, is better? Is for sweeping strikes. Sweeping strikes. That's why you want a two-hander. Yeah. So, but the thing is, remember we were about to try sweeping strikes with one-handers, dual wielding? We were about to experience that. We never did it because our warrior died before 30. It might be the type of thing that sweeping strikes with dual wield isn't as bad as people think. Logically, you're thinking about it, it sounds like it would be trash, but, there's only one way to find out. I love your streams, Cargos, especially the hardcore dungeons. They're so exciting. Thank you, man. Maybe later today we can do a SFK. That'd be sweet. Can you get disarmed with a fist weapon? Yeah, you can. Fist weapons are good, though, because they level up your unarmed skill. So when you get disarmed later and you move on from fist weapons, because there's not that many fist weapons in the game, you'll actually be able to connect with a little bit of damage. That's another added benefit. Show the weapon? Sure thing, brother. Alright, Outlaw Saber, and then the Torix Assault Weapon. It resets swing timer, which makes it not worth ammo. You potentially lose 5 seconds of rage generation. What up, Atticus? What resets swing timer, though? Did you ever try dual wield with sweeping strikes? Is it absolutely terrible? Because we had so much fun, Atticus, like leveling dual wield and then swapping to a two-hander for overpower. Like it was just so much fun. But this is like pre-sweeping strikes, pre-whirlwind, pre-berserker, berserker stance and all that. What's the guide site again? It's called Classic WoW Live. Outlaw Saber is a beast? Yeah, it is. Why is Sweeping Strike so good? Because Sweeping Strikes will make it so your next, 5 attacks hits another target. 30-second cooldown. It's like a huge game changer for warriors. Probably the most exciting thing the warriors get while leveling. But the thing is, if you're attacking really fast, you're going to be sharing some small damage hits with another target as opposed to big chunky two-hand strikes, because the buff lasts for a while until the 5 strikes gets consumed. Have you still been raiding on your main lock? No, I haven't raided in a couple months. Because arms is a good leveling spec, and because dual wielding sucks for leveling for low hit. It seems like it sucks high roll, but if you see it in practice, at least at the levels ranges that we tried it at, from 20 to 29 or so, it's really strong with dual wielding. I think it's stronger than two-hander because you get more overpower procs. And what is like your main juicy damage? Like with your talents, it's getting that 50% increased critical with overpower. So you're swinging a bunch with one-handers, and you can swap to the two-hander overpower. On private servers, it would be much more attractive to use a two-hander even at low levels because you could hamstring kite much more effectively. You can still do it in classic, but it's the type of thing that it's kind of annoying to do, and it's also sometimes more of a liability because you can just like ass pull a bunch of stuff. Yeah, they have a higher chance to miss offense. Yep. Dual wield penalty. For sure. Okay, we're almost back at these satyrs. Took a hot minute to get back here. Need 6 more of these horns. Rogue is your favorite class to play hardcore? No, I would say Warrior is probably my favorite. I just think Warrior is just the ultimate challenge. The animations, the skills, everything looks so cool. The charge animation, amazing. But Rogue is pretty sweet too. I just like the melee. It feels so challenging and perfect for hardcore. You're not participating in AQ and future content? I would love to be able to slip into Nax, man. That would be sick. I'd love that. I've never done Nax in vanilla. But we'll see what happens. I don't know if anybody will take me at that point if I don't raid AQ. I have decent BWL gear right now on my lock. Got my trinkets and... What I've been told though is that like there's a lot of churn. You know, there's a lot of people that fall out of the pack by the time Nax rolls around. So guilds they still recruit like crazy, trying to fill up raid slots for Nax. Which race do you like the animations the most? I think Troll. I mean, sorry, probably Orc followed by Troll. Orc is just my favorite race. On my Rogue, I never apply poisons to offhand because I hit less often and never get all the charges in. I only apply it to mana to save money. I've been going through both, man. You'll see, like, so I have them up. I have poisons applied to both, right? I will go through all these charges, but before this 30 minutes is up, we'll see what happens, all right? That's one of the best things about your offhand, though, right? The fact that you get a lot of poisons applications because it's so fast. Isn't that like one of the main reasons? You try to get a fast offhand for just more poison applications because it doesn't do that much damage itself, like per hit, but they could proc poisons and deal damage through that. Yeah, the poisons are pretty cheap. Add-on for the Diablo UI theme. If you go to YouTube and you just type in cargoes, you'll see a guy that I made a couple days ago. I'll show you how to set it all up. Let me eat. But you end up proccing more poisons on main hand because you use skills like Sinister Strike, Riposte. For sure, no, that's true. The main hand does seem to run out before the offhand. But I'm just saying, isn't that one of the most exciting things about an offhand? The fact that it's fast and it can proc poisons a lot. Maybe not at the same rate your main hand does, but. Favorite class overall would for sure I would have to say would be a Hunter Lamuni. Weapon speed doesn't affect poison application. Really? So, what is it, on a procs per minute system, the poison? That seems very strange, that the poison would be on a procs per minute, because it's not like a weapon. You could understand the lore of a weapon having a procs per minute, but like the lore behind a poison having a procs per minute seems kind of strange. It's chance on hit, right? Someone's saying it's chance on hit, someone's saying it's PPM. I'm pretty sure it's chance on hit, man. I'm almost positive it's chance on hit. You know, a weapon could have PPM, because it's like, this weapon can only proc so often. Like, that's how the soul of the weapon or something. But a poison is kind of just like a consumable. You actually want to get a fast offhand just to apply more poison. Yeah, that's what I always heard over the years, yeah. It does affect it. The faster the weapon, the more chance to poison. Yes, it does. Every sword has a chance to apply it.
Fresh meat.
Not according to Rogue Discord. I don't know, man. That's what I've heard for years and years. That's one of the main reasons why you want a fast offhand. It's like the go-to. Like if you ask a rogue main, what's the main reason you want to have a fast offhand? More poison application. Do you have a plan for your next class? I think I kind of want to go Tauren, man. I haven't gone Tauren in a while. I think it would be sick to go like Tauren Prot Warrior, something like that. Try to level Prot with mad stamina and all that. Be just chunky, big chunky, just beefcake. Doesn't it say chance on hit on the actual poison? Oh, I'll take a look. Let's see here. It says coats a weapon with poison that lasts for 30 minutes. Each strike has a 20% chance of poisoning the enemy. Yep, no, you're absolutely right. Yep, so just 20% chance. Yeah. If you make enough money streaming to support yourself, I mean, I was more full-time with it before, Jacob, to be honest with you. It still definitely is probably the majority of, the income or whatever, but I do some other stuff now just because just gotta hustle, make ends meet, you know. Mainhand is big DPS due to instant attacks. Offhand is prop poison, yeah. Yep, on the same page. Okay, 13 out of 16 Satyr Horns. A few more. Poison normalization happened in Wrath. Okay, yeah, it's all good. Yeah, we're getting there. It's good to just remember the fundamentals and everything. I'm not enjoying the world buff parse meta in Classic at the moment. I miss Fresh, dude. With Hardcore, you can make your own Fresh, my man. Make your own Fresh. Two more horns. Get out of here. Is it just me or would the biggest I've ever be hardcore SM runs? Man, we'll see if anybody survives long enough to get there. The thing is about hardcore is the higher you get, like there's a steep drop off in the amount of people that stay alive. So what ends up happening in hardcore, at least with watching some of the other people who've done their runs, they'll get to a point where everybody's just dead, and there's only maybe 2-3 of them, and they try to 2-3 man these dungeons. And like we had a few people die in Uldaman, 2-manning it. We had a few people die in SM trying to 2-man it. So we'll see who can hang in there. Tough leather shoulder pads. Yo, these actually might be better. I'm not even joking. 30 armor versus 3 stem might not be enough for it to be better. 3 stem versus 30 armor. Well, we can try to calculate it. Just look at the before and after. So we're at 17% clean damage reduction right now. If we throw these on, we get 0.7 damage reduction instead of 3 stem, 30 health. Yeah, stem's probably better. God damn it. Trying to get out of all this cloth, man. If this dies, what's the next class? I'm thinking I want to go Tauren, man. Like a Tauren prop warrior. Just a beefy Tauren. What will be the class hardest for hardcore? I'll say warrior, right? What do you guys think? It's gotta be warrior. Are you using 2 computers or 1? Sometimes I have trouble running OBS plus a game at the same time. I'm using 1, but I'm actually about to switch over to a 2 PC setup. I bought this capture card. And like, I don't know if you can see it, but the other PC like that I used to look at chat is right here. And then I play on this one over here. And I just have the monitor set 2 here, 2 here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to run the stream from this computer back here and then have the game playing on this one. They say you get better performance if you do it that way, and you know, all like the serious streamers, they have 2 PC setups, so we'll see what happens. Find the rules for hardcore. I got you, brother. It is in this Discord right here. Dude, we've been killing it, man. Let me see how many people now.
Fresh meat.
3,200 people. Yeah, if you guys want to join, you know, a pretty rapidly growing community with a lot of, you know, big leveling brains. Haven't done Shaman yet, no. No Shaman yet. Bruce Weed, pick this up. Where's this Bruce Weed at? I tried to return to my S-Breach that I started and cleared MC, but I feel like I'm so far behind. Thing is, man, ZG's out, right? So, like, ZG has really good catch-up gear in there. You're really not that far behind. It's not that serious. Like, one thing that I learned by playing on Henhouse and like the dueling servers, and we even had our own PTR for a while, is that for depending on what class you are, I think for the casters, you know, even it might be a little bit easier for them. Like, for me as a Warlock, if you were in full Tier 1 as a Warlock, you can fuck people up in rank 14 gear. I'm not even joking. Like, the set bonuses, the amount of stam you get on it, you can fuck people up in max gear with Mograin's Might. You know, you can with some of the BIS weapons, you can just be fine. I'm talking 1v1s and stuff though, right? Like, I don't know, that always appeals to me, doing 1v1s and duels. In a pre-made, maybe it'll be harder. But yo, how strong you get in Classic? I mean, what do you guys feel about the strength level in Classic as you get gear? Does it really go up that much? I don't feel like it goes up that much. Because I remember I'd be full Fellheart, you know, because on the private servers, like on the dueling servers, you can spawn any gear you want. You just, you know, add item, XYZ, whatever trinket, reset your cooldowns, use trinkets, use consumables, just reset like instantly. So we would try everything. We would try dueling in different sets. We would try dueling as different specs, doing all that. And I actually preferred to be in Tier 1 as a Warlock. I saw this guy on stream that was on 218 Druids. Wow. Multi-box. Rogue still alive? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We had an epic moment yesterday getting that Outlaw Saber, man. It was so fun. I think after this run, I'm going to be way more likely to play Rogues. Because Rogues are fun. I love that Poison Quest now. It's so cool getting Outlaw Saber. There's a lot to look forward to. Just one-handed weapons on the way up. Leveling Rogues is pretty fun. Asked me a year ago, I was hating on Rogues so hard. Max gear is basically level 70 dungeon gear. I mean, it depends on the class, right? The melees are gonna benefit more from it. But all I'm saying, take that for what you will. Like, you can be in Tier 1 and still fuck people up in BIS Max gear or rank 14 gear. You said you need to stream or record to prove your hardcore run, but you also said that a GM could confirm your deathlessness. I mean, I would say that the way it works right now, the best practice, because if you truly got the 60 hardcore, you didn't die, you should want to hit up a GM just to get that confirmation. Right? You should be excited to get that confirmation. Probably the way it should work right now is you record everything, because there's rules above just not dying. they're not that serious at the end of the day. I mean, not dying is the most important thing. But I would say record, get the 60, and then get that GM confirmation. And I think you can, like, basically at that point, if you have everything recorded and you get the GM confirmation, you can get, like, auto-verified. And then it would take someone going through your VODs to see that you did something messed up. The verification takes, it's kind of a big pain point. As a warlock, all that matters is who gets CC'd for the first SF MO icon. I mean, you just need to be beefy, man, as a warlock. You know, I just itemized for stam. When I was in like my favorite set for dueling as a warlock, I was using weird stuff like necks with agi and stamina on it and strength, because I was just going for maximum stam. I wanted to be as chunky as possible. And dude, I was so strong. Because that one neck that has a bunch of stam on it and strength and agi from AQ, I would have that one on. How many title charms have you gotten? 0. It just seems like it takes too much time to get that. So good though. Aren't you tired of this camera, bro? I don't even notice it anymore, man. I really don't. It seems like a very subtle effect to me now. Like when I swap back to regular camera, I almost can't tell the difference. I'm just getting so sensitized to it, and it's just normal. How would you go about recording? All you gotta do is download OBS Streamlabs, free, totally free, and then it's pretty self-explanatory. You just, you know, make a new scene, and then just make a new source, which is the game, and then just hit record or go live if you want to stream it. Grace for Days, most scuffed hardcore healer ever. He did alright though. That was his first time ever healing. Auction house rules, trading rules, grouping dungeons, a lot more than just that. For sure, for sure. At the end of the day though, getting to 60 without dying, even if you were fully twinked out, is pretty tough. Dude, there's no way we die if we fall down there, dude. That would be the most anticlimactic way to go. So glad I didn't goldfish out. I might die if I jump there. In fact, should I get noggin foggers ASAP to like prevent myself from dying? I mean, you could drink one as you're falling, right, and pray for the slow fall. Or you could have a parachute kit, but that's an engineering thing. I just had a horrible sinking feeling in my stomach that like that might happen to me someday. I get really far in this character and I just like fall into the Ungoro pit or something. I lost an hour of recording with my PC overheated and cut off. Would that scuff my run? Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. I'd honestly say play on. It's fine. I mean, if you have the before and after and it looks pretty plausible, it's not that serious at the end of the day. You're not hurting anybody. We need more people playing hardcore. Ultimately, there's going to be some level of trust with this, right? It's not an official format, so just make that judgment call yourself. If it was me though and I lost an hour, I'd probably restart just because I wanted to do it super legit. I want to get there like 100% legit. Like nobody can take that away from me. Won't scuff your run if you verify when you hit 60. Yeah, that's a good call. Thankfully, the GMs can actually verify if you died though, right? That's pretty cool. What cloak you got? I don't think it's anything good. 2 agi, 3 stem. Are there any EU hardcore players guilds? Yes, there is. There's just one that got spun up on Hydroxian. Brand new guild on there called Mortal. Good people in there. But can they verify if you grouped up? No. That's what I'm saying. But if you recorded 95% of it, you're missing a little bit, and then the GM is able to verify you didn't die, that would be serviceable. What will you do when you get the 60 hardcore? I will be so happy. I don't know. Probably make a new character though. Start a new guy. Be able to play a little riskier because I've already done something that I really wanted to do. And It's not a real competition. I'm doing HC and not recording. I know I followed the rules. If nobody believes me, oh well, you know. For sure. I mean, if you get that GM screenshot that you never died though when you got the 60 men, even if it's not hard, I mean, that is something to be so proud of. That's so cool. And we do have the more airtight competitions with the hardcore cups too. So we do have a competitive side of it. You know, every couple of months we'll do those cups where we do speed runs. How do you get in touch with the GM? I think you just open a ticket. I don't think they like answering it and verifying deaths. But at the same time, imagine if you were a GM and somebody went through all that time to level to 60 without dying. I would happily try to verify it for him. Is Bloodsail Buccaneers the unofficial hardcore server? Yeah, it's the official one for NA. Do a duo group run at 60? Yeah, you can do duo hardcore. Thing is, like, you know, if one of you dies, you both die. Like, if one of you dies, you don't just continue on like a solo hardcore. Like, you set off on the journey together, you're trading back and forth with each other, you know, you're funneling gear to each other as you level.
Well,
you know, you either you make it or you break it together. You fall on the sword if your partner dies.
keep it real.
Has anyone done it? Yeah, we've had a couple people get verification from GM. Yep, and they've recorded the whole conversation and everything. It was really great news to see that they even have the ability to verify. I think GMs can see your item history. It's possible. There might be a limit to that though. Here, I'll be right back. 1 second. Torx Assault. Yes, we're playing Classic MB. Yeah, this is the Torx Assault weapon, yo. Slate Metal Cutlass. This is pretty good. It's probably getting dated, though. 12.3. I think this is pretty dated right now. What do you guys think? Let me check this. Let me check this guide. Let me see what we can get if there's anything better. Gear planner. 27. Orc. Offhand. Oh, it's kind of messed up on the stream. 1 second. Okay, so as far as offhands, Outlaw Saber would be good in the offhand. It's the best thing. It's what we have, but we're going to use it in our main hand for now, so we find something better. Well, the alternative, we could find a better main hand and put Outlaw Saber in the offhand. I don't think that's the play, though. Look for quest. Anything quest related? Slate Metal Cutlass. This is what we have right here. So this isn't too bad, Slate Metal Cutlass. It's still kind of high up on the list. Everything else is a world drop or crafted. Yeah, it's nothing better. Unless there's white items that are better. Which I do think there is. I think there's some better white weapons. Like there's a dagger for 29. 29 dagger, white. I think it might be better. If you have poisons done, you should use dagger, but for ambush. We got rid of the wing blade already, Lord. We got the outlaw saber. Dude, we're almost 30, boys. We're so close. Very exciting. Okay, let's go to Stone Talon. I think we're done with that shit. I think we're done with Ashenville.
Hey, how you doing?
Speak, friend.
We have some stuff in Southern Barrens and some stuff in Stone Talon
Fresh meat.
to do. Let me look at my quest log. Yeah, we should do Stone Talon. Let's go to Stone Talon.
May your blade.
Glad to see our boy's still alive. What's up, Zeppelin? Good to see you, man. SFK with Graves before 30. Anybody happen to know what the meeting stone range is on SFK? See if I can't find it. You can only do the dungeon one time, and it's only if you're within the meeting stone range. So I might be too high. Your cargoes use console cam low head move and console action focus off. I appreciate it, Dustin. Yeah, I've gotten used to it now that it doesn't bother me. I kind of just like the full blown experience. But at first, as I was getting into the action cam, I had both of those off as well. You're way too high for SFK. Yeah, probably. I don't think it goes up to 29. Thing is, Chris, we want to be doing the dungeon as high as possible on the meeting stone, ideally. I mean, you get away with it, or if you have a really good group, you could be lower. But just to be as safe as possible, you want to be as high as possible so your vanish doesn't get resisted or anything like that. It doesn't get scuffed. I think it's too late for SFK, though. We could do one of the RFK things soon. 22 to 30? No way. So we could still do it? That'd be pretty fun. Let's see who we got online, actually. We have a mage 30, so this guy could go. Me 29. I'm about to be 30. Tiki tank. It's possible, man. We could do it. Let me type in guild chat. It wouldn't be good XP though. Like, why would we be doing it? For the quests? Is there anything good in there? You can skin almost everything. Tiki tank's down. The mage is down. Bro, those are some high levels right there. A 30 and a 28. We could probably do it. I don't know if there's anything good in there. There's the quest, there's the Sylvanas ring for sure, but right, but isn't that a... Don't you have to do a few quests before that though? Or maybe I'm thinking of something different. I think maybe you just pick up the ring quest from Sepulcher and you just go in there and get the job done. You get the ring. No chain, you just pick up the quest. Okay. So at very minimum, we'd get that sweet blue ring, which should probably last us for a while. Seal of Sylvanas, right? That thing is solid. Hey, bro, man, what's up? Good to see you. Watching BFD from last night. Oh, I was sweating. That BFD run was absolute quality stream content. I was clenched and full of anxiety the whole time. Me too, brother. Thanks for the kind words. The dagger as well? Okay. Dude, Graze is down for SFK. Alright, we gotta do SFK now. Graze is down for SFK? 22? Oh man, Graze healing again. Okay. Get the group started. Two druids is pretty sick. And a mage. We could even probably 4-man it, possibly. Blue Twink BOE, that would truly be the blessed run. If we got, what is that Biss Twink Sword? What if that dropped? Ooh. The one that drops the Shadow Bolt? That shoots the Shadow Bolt? The Ring Alpha Baron Silverlane is also sick. I'm down for some SFK, man. Let's see if we got one more, man. One more. Rizzo, 25? Let me ask him. Holy shit, we got a 5-man group for SFK. And it's a good group, too. We don't have a reser. But it doesn't matter not having a reser. Yo, new meta, guys. It doesn't matter not having a reser, because if anybody dies, it's the worst thing ever. There's no resing. Druid Biss Healer for dungeons. Because there's no res.
What do you need?
Doesn't matter, though. The complete non-factor if there's no res. Isn't that kind of funny? Okay.
Dabu.
Okay. Let me just do a quest real quick, just so I can hit 30. So we can have our 30 training, right? We'll have Blade Flurry. Oh, that's gonna be just so hype. Blade Flurry hype. We're gonna go into the Charred Veil for a second. Let me check the potions from this guy as well. Might as well. Druid, well, they have the battle res, but they don't have a hard res, you know? They have a battle res, but I'm just saying, you know, that's usually seen as a bad aspect of having a druid as a healer, because you can't res anybody in the group, you know? But the fact that
Glory.
it doesn't matter, because if someone dies, it's the worst thing ever. No potion.
Go with honor.
Your team doesn't have a magic, poison, or sickness spell. No, druids have poison spell. They have abolished poison, right? Mages also have decurse, possibly. I think they have decurse at this level. What level is he? 30? Yeah, he should have decurse, right? And then, as far as sickness, I have some abolish. The first aid, the cure poison. I have that too. Anti-venom. I have that. Let's go up the secret path to the Charred Veil. We'll just get 20% real quick. Think 30. Get Blade Flurry. We'll probably go get some weapons inside Orgrimmar. Do you play on retail? I haven't played on retail in a minute. I played it for a little bit on the beginning of BFA. Cure Poison is a druid quest, and Abolish Poison is a level 26 or 28. Okay, so Tiki might have it. He's 28. That's awesome. Stogan TV with the Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, brother. Did you alter the damage text? Mine are behind the dope Roth knee plate and it looks kind of off. No, I don't think so. I don't know if I have much scrolling battle text or anything though. I just have the basic. We'll see when we kill stuff in a second here. Thank you for the sub. Man, SFK hype. I think we have to double check though that you can really do it at 30, because that would invalidate our whole run. Let me see. Shadowfang Keep, Meeting Stone.
Fresh meat.
I don't know if a good way to check it. We'll just check when we get there, I guess. Okay, doing Charred Veil alone. Yeah, that's a big true. Thanks for the posture check. Briarthorn, I'll get that. Need me some Thistle Tea. Oh man, look at this place. This place really is sketchy. You're right. You are so right. The density here is just insane. We're just gonna have to shoot stuff. Oh man, I don't know about this. Storm Witch. Okay, here we go. I guess I'll sap this one. Okay, we can go. Gotta reapply poisons in a second. We'll kick this dude to drag him with us. He's gonna cast, right? Kick. Oh, was out of range. And they run too? Yikes. Oh, yikes. Oh, yikes. I'm about to vanish, possibly. Put a curse on me? I think I'm fine. I don't need to vanish. I don't want to use a big cool here. This place is spooky. It is really spooky. Wowhead says 22 to 30. That could possibly be for retail though, or is that for classic? Shouldn't be here. We kind of have to ding 30 real quick though. There's a bunch of quests here. We need the Incendrite. I think we'll be fine. Just be really careful. Ooh, what's this? Firestarter wand, 30 silver. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna play it super safe. So to get the Incendrites, maybe we just do that quest. It might be easier. We just have to kill these fire elemental guys. We just gotta kill like 10 of them. I think I can make a fire elemental bleed. About to find out. I think they're immune. Okay, sweet. 1 out of 10. You basically just have to kill 10 of those guys because it's 100% drop chance for Incendrites. I think we can do the harpies too, just gotta be really careful. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. Shit. I misplayed. Okay, they do a lot of damage, but they're kind of squishy. You guys seeing that? They do kind of fall over, these harpies. I'm pretty traumatized from harpies, though. Harpies are terrifying. Healing potion, sweet. Can we kill that fire elemental? Great farm spot? Yeah. A little spooky though, right? I wish I had more stamina gear, man. I really do. Oh, we gotta be careful.
I supply only the finest goods. The Alliance. careful.